Have you ever felt that there's more to the afterlife than clouds, harps, and golden gates? What if the spirit world had continents, just like Earth, but divided not by politics, but by purpose? In this video, we'll explore a fascinating concept whispered through metaphysical traditions and channeled insights, the quarters of the other side. These are not geographical regions as we know them. They are spiritual zones, vibrant, purposeful, and intricately designed to support the growth of our souls. Contrary to the idea of a formless afterlife, the other side is highly organized. It mirrors Earth in astonishing ways, with continents that hold echoes of our lost lands like Atlantis and Lemuria. But here's the twist: each continent is divided into 4 quarters, not to rule or govern, but to serve distinct spiritual functions. These divisions reflect the evolutionary path of the soul: learning, creating, reflecting, and serving. Think of them as schools of mastery, each offering us different opportunities to explore the divine within us. In the other side, there are no governments, no laws, and no rulers. So why the division? The quarters exist to organize consciousness, not control it. Each is like a vibrational zone, resonating with a particular kind of soul work. You might find yourself in a quarter dedicated to the sciences, immersed in the mysteries of universal physics. Or you may gravitate toward the quarter of creativity, where music, art, and invention flow like rivers of light. The quarters give shape to our infinite choices, so we don't get lost in spiritual chaos. Each quarter within a continent is aligned with a specific spiritual purpose, an echo of the soul's journey toward enlightenment. These purposes correlate with what we might call levels of mastery, not in a hierarchical sense of superiority, but in the sense of specialization and soul focus. Some quarters resonate with deep contemplation, while others are more creative or collaborative in nature. Each spirit is drawn to the quarter that best supports their soul's current intention. Spirits in the quarters interact in perfect harmony, without noise, chaos, or misunderstanding. Communication is telepathic, empathetic, and immediate. The purpose is always higher growth, not competition. When one visits a different quarter, it's for learning, helping, or co-creating, never to intrude. Above the continents and their quarters hovers the awareness of the planetary oversoul. It is not a being, but a field, a divine matrix that nourishes every intention with clarity. It ensures that each quarter remains in resonance with its purpose and that souls are gently redirected when needed. The quarters are not places of rest, they are places of evolution. Even after death, the soul continues to study, explore, and refine its understanding. Each quarter functions like a divine university where wisdom is not stored in books, but in light, music, experience, and energy. Let's take a closer look at the quarters themselves. Imagine you're in a continent of the other side, perhaps a reflection of Atlantis, or even a parallel to North America. This continent is divided into 4 vast regions. But instead of borders, think of them as fields of energy. Each one nurtures a particular aspect of spiritual mastery. One quarter is devoted to knowledge and sciences, not just earthly sciences, but cosmic principles, soul mechanics, and divine architecture. Here, souls explore the laws that shape not only matter but thought and intention. It's like a university made of light. Another quarter vibrates with artistic creation. This is where music flows like a living stream, where colors are more than colors, their emotions in visible form. Souls here don't just paint or compose, they co-create with divine inspiration. It's where the soul rediscovers joy, flow, and the language of beauty. You may walk into a hall of sculpture where thoughts instantly become forms, or a music field where sound heals and awakens memory. This quarter heals the heart through expression. The third quarter is more silent, more inward. It is the space of contemplation, spiritual philosophy, and divine communion. Souls here engage in deep inner work, unraveling karmic threads, understanding past lives, and reconnecting with the Oversoul. There are gardens of meditation, halls of sacred memory, and libraries that contain the story of your soul. This quarter isn't passive, it's where awareness deepens, where the soul stops running and starts listening. It is both peaceful and powerfully transformative. And finally, there is the quarter of service. Not everyone goes there right away, but many feel drawn to it over time. Here, souls offer their energy, wisdom, and presence to help others, newly arrived souls, or those still healing. This is the realm of mentoring, compassion, and interdimensional outreach. Some even assist with earthbound missions or offer strength to loved ones still incarnated. It is a space where giving is sacred, and where service becomes a path of soul expansion. One of the most beautiful truths about the other side is freedom. Unlike Earth, where travel takes time and effort, on the other side, you move through intention. You don't walk, you arrive. If you want to visit someone working in a creative quarter while you're studying science, you simply think of them and you're there. There's no need for permission, no walls, and no restrictions. This is a world without ego, so jealousy, intrusion, or competition simply don't exist. At the entry of each quarter stands a figure, often called a gatekeeper. But don't imagine them as guards with weapons. Instead, they are gentle recorders, lovingly noting who is where, and helping souls navigate the quarters for learning or collaboration. If you show up unexpectedly and ask, "Where's my friend?" they might say, "She's in the gardens of justice, reflecting today." That's it. No suspicion. No judgment. Just gentle guidance. Now, how do these quarters align with the soul's evolution? The answer lies in the 7 levels of spiritual progression, a framework many souls choose as a path of mastery. Each quarter supports one or more levels. For instance, Level 1, Awareness, thrives in the learning quarter. Level 2, Creation, flourishes in the artistic quarter. Level 3, Reflection, finds home in the spiritual quarter. Level 4 and beyond, Service, Unity, Integration, expand through the quarter of service. Understanding the quarters isn't just spiritual trivia, it reshapes how we think about life here and now. The truth is, our passions on earth often mirror the quarters we're drawn to in spirit. Are you endlessly curious? You may be aligned with the learning quarter. Do you create music or art in your sleep? Your soul might be deeply rooted in the artistic quarter. So the next time you wonder about the afterlife, don't imagine a blank, floating cloud. Imagine structure, intention, and harmony. The other side is more real, and more intelligently designed than we've been told. The quarters are more than spiritual zones, they are reflections of divine order, flowing with purpose, connection, and harmony. They're not static territories but living realms of possibility, where souls move with intention, learn with joy, and create without limitation. The more we understand their structure, the more we begin to see the grand design that shapes both our afterlife and our current life. In a world often ruled by chaos and noise, knowing that such divine order exists brings peace. It reminds us that even when things seem fragmented here, on the other side, everything is in perfect alignment. And maybe, just maybe, we carry a little piece of that order within us right now. If this vision of the quarters stirred something inside you, a memory, a longing, or even a quiet curiosity, don't let it fade. Like a dream that feels too real to ignore, perhaps it's calling you back to something you've always known. So if you felt connected to this journey, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more metaphysical explorations like this, and share in the comments. Have you ever felt drawn to a place you couldn't explain? Maybe, you've already been to one of the quarters. See you in the next journey.